Hey everyone, it's Jess. So today I wanted to do something a little different for a video. So something that I've been thinking about recently is the idea of minimalism, which I definitely don't identify as a minimalist or anything like that, but I love the idea of downsizing and knowing absolutely everything that you own and being really minimal and mindful about the things that you own. That's something that I've been trying to incorporate into our household for about a year now, and only keeping things that either bring me joy or serve a specific purpose. And there are a few areas in my life that I have found along the way that are super easy to minimize and downsize on, and they have made me so much happier and so much less stressed, a lot less anxiety just from cutting down these few things. So I thought that I would share them with you today. If you're looking to downsize or minimize in areas of your life but don't really know where to start, or if this is a totally new idea to you and you want to kind of learn what it's about and kind of experiment with it a little bit, then here are 5 things that I have learned over the last year that are super easy to downsize on and make a huge impact. So number 1 is your phone. So our phones are constantly within reach. We are using them all the time. They carry a lot of really important information with us. However, it can become super cluttered super quick. So what I recommend and what I have been starting to do is to go through things like my contacts, my photos, my apps that are downloaded onto my phone, and getting rid of anything that I don't use. This helps with saving on storage on your phone, and it also helps making things a lot more concise and organized so you know where to find something at all times. If I'm looking for a specific photo, I don't want to have to scroll through like 20 different folders to try to find that one photo. Now, since I've downsized and minimized on the things that are on my phone, I know exactly where everything is whenever I need to find it. Number 2 is closets in your home. And the reason that I put this on this super easy area is because a lot of the times in our closets we carry things like blankets and sheets and old photo albums and electronics and things that we really don't need. So I have found with downsizing in our home that closets are actually one of the easiest, more time consuming, but one of the easiest areas to downsize on, because a lot of the times I forget about the things that are in my closets. So the things that are in there really aren't things that I'm emotionally attached to because I can't even remember that I owned them, and they're a lot easier to get rid of. Number 3 is spices. I guarantee that at least some point in your life, you in your kitchen had a cabinet that was jam-packed, or still is jam-packed, with tons of spices. And when I'm cooking, I like to be really organized and know where everything is and know what I have to work with. Because if I'm trying to cook for a recipe that I've never made before, and I'm at the grocery store and I'm like, do I own cumin? Do I have cumin in my house? I have no idea. That's not really fun for me. So I have really worked on cutting down on our spices and really knowing what we use, and then giving things to friends of things that we don't use that I maybe used like once or twice. Like cream of tartar, I have no idea when I used that or when I'm ever going to use that again. Number 4 is more of an action, and it is to digitize. There are a lot of areas in our life that we can actually move on to an electronic, like a computer or a laptop or something like that, so we don't have the actual clutter in our house. And I think that that's super important, especially for things that are really important to you, because then what you can do is you can email them to yourself, throw them in a folder in your email, and then you will always have it and know where to find it whenever you need it. You can minimize on the amount of books that you have by switching to an e-reader, and you can actually, even if you don't have a scanner, you can use your phone in order to scan documents. My favorite app that I use is called Tiny Scanner, which I found in college, and all it is you just take a little picture of the document that you're trying to save, and it saves it as a PDF or whatever you need it to be, and then you now have a digital copy of that document. And so digitizing for us has been so nice. We've been able to downsize on the amount of papers that we carry with us, and just a lot of different things that we don't want to have to keep track of anymore. So now we keep them on our computer. And number 5, the last one, is email subscriptions. This one takes a while, but it's one of the easiest things that you can do that I have found that has just made my life so much less stressful. You know, when you open your email, no, it doesn't matter which email address it is, if you've got multiple email addresses, you open up your inbox and it is just crap. Bed Bath & Beyond, PetSmart, the grocery store, Victoria's Secret, all of this stuff that we really are not even using are clogging up our inboxes. So what I suggest is to, as soon as you receive one of those emails that are a blast email that you don't want to receive from that company anymore, just scroll on to the bottom of that email and hit the unsubscribe button. I've been doing this for about 6 months, and I still every once in a while, like maybe once a week, will receive an email from a blast that I didn't sign up for or that I don't want. So then I'm just clicking the little unsubscribe button. In retrospect, this is one of the easiest things that you can do to definitely simplify your life a little bit, especially emails, because I feel like people get really stressed about emails, and the least amount of stress that we can associate with emails, I think the better. So that's it. Those are 5 things that I have done in the last year that are really easy in order to minimize or downsize in your life to make things a lot simpler. If you haven't heard of minimalism before, I strongly encourage you to at least research it or look it up or see what other people are doing with it, because I can tell you from experience that since we've started to incorporate a lot of minimalism into our lives, we have been so much happier, and our lives have just been so much more simple, and we don't have a lot of anxiety about things that are really dumb that we don't need to be anxious about. If you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions of easy ways to minimize in your life, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you and see what you guys have been doing or what you think are areas in your life that you need to cut down on. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later. Mwah. Bye.